Hello. I am here in my living room, and Joe is sitting on the couch down here by my feet. He's playing a chess game on an iPad. And I'm going to read you guys chapter 31 of Katt versus Dogg.
Can you show me the picture?
I will show you the pictures, yes, Joe. I'll gather some wood to make a cooking fire, said Oscar. Dogs are great at hauling branches and twigs. I have a friend, he's a Labrador, and he drags half a tree around with him wherever he goes. I have friends who do the same thing with mice, said Molly. You build the fire, I'll clean the catfish. Together, we'll feast. Oscar wagged his tail. We make an awesome team, don't we, Katt? We have our moments, said Molly. Oscar scampered off to the nearest tree. He was nosing around, looking for the perfect pieces of wood for his campfire, when he smelled something absolutely disgusting. Like poop mixed with wet fur mixed with rancid oil. His ears stood up when he heard a low, throaty rumble. The hackles on his back shot out. He backed 2 paces away from the tree. What's wrong? Asked Molly. I'm not sure, said Oscar, but I've never smelled anything so foul, disgusting, revolting, or gross. Well, that's not a very polite thing to say, said a deep, grumbling voice. Something stepped out of the thick underbrush near the tree. A weasel boar. Mila, you were right. Gathering firewood? It asked. Gristly slobber hung off its tusks like double strands of snot. Were you 2 getting ready to eat? Oscar backed up quickly and huddled with Molly. Speaking of eating things, wheezed a second weasel boar as it slipped out of the shrubbery. What's for dinner tonight? I think it's those 2, said a third. With an appetizer of catfish, said a fourth, popping out of the shadows on their right, and whatever's tied up in that red bandana. Molly and Oscar were completely surrounded. And the picture, one of the weasel boars is saying, you may not like our scent, but trust me, you 2 smell absolutely delicious.
I want to see it again because I didn't get to see it so much.
Okay. What's in the food bundle? Asked the first weasel boar, licking its slimy tusks with a slippery tongue. Nothing, said Oscar, trying his best to protect the food Granny had given them for their trek. It's food, said Molly. Delicious homemade food. You can have it. Psst, whispered Oscar out of the side of his snout. We need that, Molly, for our hike up the mountain. We also need to be alive, Molly whispered back. True, said Oscar. Good point. Oscar turned to the leader of the weasel boar pack. Enjoy, fellas. Our food is your food. We know, said the leader of the pack. All 4 snarling beasts pounced on the fish and plump bandana. When they were finished, there was nothing left but a few tattered shreds of checkered red cloth and a couple snapped in half fish bones. The weasel boars belched. Not bad for fish, said the leader, but we prefer red meat, the kind you find inside cats and dogs. How do you think they're going to get out of this? I mean, we know that they're probably okay, right? Because there's still a lot of book left. But what do you think is going to happen? All right.
Video game.
Okay. Say bye.
Bye.
Have a good day.